Welcome to the next installment in our Qigong for Women series. If you are ready to get to the Qigong right away, go ahead and look at the video index below, and that will take you to the Qigong. If you want to learn a little bit about perimenopause, or in Chinese medicine, we call it premature menopause, go ahead and we're going to just spend 5 minutes to briefly talk about it. We often in the West start noticing around 30, 35 years of age for people who might have early premature menopause symptoms, and that can range all the way up until 48, 49. Symptoms that cause a lot of concern because we know that they're not the same, not the healthy menstrual cycle that we want. We might see more clotting of the blood. We might have bleeding for many, many days, some women up to 30 days where the blood doesn't stop. We also might have cramping and distension and nausea and hot flashes and all of these symptoms that there is something wrong with our reproductive system. When menopause is healthy on schedule, it is the cessation, the ending of a menstrual cycle. This should happen anywhere from 48 to about 55 years of age. The average age in the West is 51. In Chinese medicine, the normal age for menopause is 49. So it's really important that up to this age, the menstrual cycle should be consistent and regular, that we should have 4 days of bleeding, 4 to 5 days of bleeding each month with, just a nice color and really no clots, no dark, no hemorrhaging, all of those symptoms that cause problems for us. Unfortunately, in the West, they don't have a theory of what's going on in the body that causes these symptoms. And as a result, very often, women are put on hormones. Their entire reproductive system is removed. I've had many people I've known in their 40s who've had a complete hysterectomy. And in Chinese medicine, we do have an answer for why the clotting, why the hot flashes, why the bleeding that won't stop. And there are two primary reasons for these premature menopause symptoms. The first is called blood stagnation. What that means is that there is not enough blood, or the blood doesn't move correctly within the uterus and throughout the body. The symptoms of blood stagnation are the clotting, the longer periods, missing even a month, going a month without a period, even a couple of months, and then coming back in with lots of bleeding. Anything dealing with the blood and problems of bleeding are related to this idea of blood stagnation. Other problems that we have are related to phlegm, too much damp and phlegm in the body. Those symptoms are going to be along the lines of depression, cramping, the irritation that you might have around the period, the bloating, the burping, the nausea. So more gassy, more irritation type of symptoms. Both the phlegm damp obstruction and the blood stagnation can be treated. They can be treated with acupuncture, and there's a lot of research on that. They can be treated with herbs, acupressure massage, moxibustion, and what we're going to do today, Qigong. Most often, a good diet is the foundation of everything else. You need to be eating whole grains, beans, and vegetables as the primary source of your diet, and everything should be cooked. If you're eating those raw salads, raw kale, spinach, all of those, that actually increases blood stagnation. And we want to prevent the blood stagnation. So cooked whole grains, beans, and vegetables. A little bit of meat in the form of fish or chicken or beef can be okay, but it should be a very tiny part of your diet. we have a lot of this phlegm damp in our body from too much meat, too much protein, too much processed food, dairy, all of those things. So there are many ways to approach and tackle the problems of blood stagnation and phlegm damp. You can go to radiantshanti.com, take our body type quiz to see what might be going on with your body and how that relates to your symptoms. For the rest of our time together, we are now going to do Qigong exercises designed to clear phlegm damp, to move this blood stasis, to get the blood flowing. And in particular, we're going to focus movements on the kidneys. When we get into menopause, a lot of the change is going to be reflected in aging. Our hair graying, more wrinkles, less fluid in our bodies, so our skin isn't as plump. And when we strengthen our kidneys, we take care not only of the uncomfortable symptoms, moodiness and hot flashes, we keep ourselves looking youthful. So go ahead and get comfortable. We'll begin our Qigong practice. Stand with your feet about hip to shoulder width apart, rocking your weight forward and back, side to side. Just tune into the weight under your feet. The perineum, you should be tucking down, so a slight bend in your pelvis. Letting that weight heavy down to the floor, the spine is reaching up. Inhale, bringing your hands out, palms face up. Lift them over and exhale, bringing them down through center. Bring your left hand up and open with your right hand in a loose fist to greet it. And set the intention to move and clear your body, to clear the phlegm, to move the blood. Release your hands. We'll go ahead and begin by doing 4 natural respiration breaths. So inhale your hands up and over. Exhale, bring them down through center. Breath is one of the most important ingredients for your health. When you breathe deeply, really inhaling the full way up through the nose, exhaling through the nose all the way down, you fuel your body with air chi. Air chi and green chi from the food you eat helps make blood and all of your fluids. So it's very important. Let's go ahead and do knocking on the door of life. You're going to let your hands hit on the abdomen as well as on the back. On the back, you're hitting up by the kidneys, and in the front, we're hitting some very important points right on this lower abdomen. Ren 4, Ren 7, these are very important in helping regulate the uterus, regulate the lining on the uterus, helping keep the blood in if you've got too much bleeding, and keep at the right viscosity to eliminate clotting. Let your body relax into it. Just feel the padding. Let the arms hit. Nice firm pressure. And let's start slowing it down. And pause. We're going to go ahead now and do some shaking. Shake the arms. Blood stagnation in the uterus really is indicative of blood flow problems throughout the body. So when we shake, we move our blood, we move our chi, we clear stagnant energy, which helps with your menstrual flow. It helps you get rid of those premature menopause symptoms. And now bring your hands to your hips and let's shake one leg. Really shake. If you need to hold on to a chair or a counter, that's fine. Gazing at a point on the floor can also help. Shift to the other side. Shake. Really get it going. Just feel the energy. And now Now let's shake the arms and bounce the heels. Lift the heels off the ground and just get everything moving. Move your head. Just let everything go. You don't want anything blocked. You want everything moving. Great, and pause. Good. Tune in to your body. Feel that buzzing and tingling, maybe a little bit of warmth in your hands. You might even feel it in your legs and feet. That's wonderful. Now we're going to do some patting on the top of your head. And now go ahead and switch. And keep that arm up, and we're going to pat under the arm. And the other arm. We'll do under the arms again. These are important lymph points, and so this helps clear, again, prevent stagnation, clear the phlegm. And now we're going to just pat on the shoulder and the other shoulder. And now we're just going to go back and forth, hitting on the shoulders. We'll do one more each side and pause. Good. So we've got some activation, we've got some moving. Feel that in the upper body. And now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of this patting on the hips. So we're going to go from side to side and then up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and down. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep moving. This is wonderful for moving the bladder, the uterus, really kind of stimulating flow through the hips, making sure you get enough blood to your reproductive organs. Do one more. Good. Now we'll go ahead and we're going to pat down the inside of the arms and up the outside. So really firmly pat so you can hear it. Again, remember, thinking about breaking up phlegm through the body and clearing blood stagnation. We want to improve circulation, and patting is a great way to do that. Let's go to the other side. You should really feel the patting. You should see the blood, the warm blood coming to the surface and moving. Good. One more. And now we're going to pat down the outside of the legs. If you can't bend over, you can just pat down one leg at a time and then the other leg, but we're going to pat down the outside and up the outside 2 more times. One more time. Now down the back of the legs. Again, think about your blood. Visualize the fluids in your body moving. This is going to clear that stagnation. And now let's pat down the inside of the legs and up the inside of the legs. And you should be doing this, these kind of movements, this Qigong, about at least 4 to 5 times a week. And now let's pat down the front of the legs. Walking every day. You should try and walk at least 10 to 15 minutes every day. That really helps, one more time, clear phlegm and blood stagnation. And now just pat on the knees. And do a little bounce. And release. Beautiful, well done. We're going to go ahead now and do some moves for the kidney. These, again, are really going to help with this vital essence. When we have food chi and air chi, we combine that with chi from our kidneys that we've had since we were conceived. And as we nurture and support the kidneys, it is able to really keep that Jing essence available to us. We'll start with one natural respiration breath. Exhale down through center. And bring your hands into a ball. It can be a small ball if you're new and you can't really feel or move very easily, or it can be a larger ball. And we're going to be moving this ball from side to side. So the right hand is on top, you switch, and the left hand. Breathe gently. If you've been doing breath work, you've watched Radiant Shanti's breath work video for beginners, you can follow this pattern. Inhale as you move right, exhale as you move left. So gently keep moving this energy ball. Each time you go back, you can feel this nice massage on your kidneys. You can feel this twisting motion within your reproductive organs even, right? Really clearing, increasing circulation, clearing the stagnant energy in blood. This is a wonderful way to regulate that. Just keep moving effortlessly side to side. The movement starts from your hips and your body and arms just follow. So really be turning from the hips as you go from side to side. Good, wonderful. Make sure you're breathing gently at the very least. Never hold your breath. Just like we don't want our blood to be stuck or phlegm to be stuck, we want our breath to move as well. Everything needs to move gently through our bodies. Let's do 2 more each side. And pause. We'll continue working on the kidneys with the fountain. Inhale your hands, the backs of the hands face each other. Bring them up to chest height, the elbows at chest height. And then exhale, float them down. Bend your knees as you come down. Inhale, float the hands up. Exhale, release down, bending the knees. The fountain is a water posture. The kidneys are related to the water element. By regulating our fluids, our yin energy, our yin substance, I should say, you can have much healthier menstrual cycle so you don't have premature menopause. That when menopause comes, when your menstruation stops, it just stops. No problem. It's not a disease. Our bodies are meant to stop bleeding. We don't need to take out our reproductive organs. You have so much power to keep your body whole. And we'll help you. We'll help you with that. Exhaling down, inhale up, exhale, and we're going to slow it down just a little bit. Breathing in calm, really feeling a sense of peace. We'll do one more. Going to do a posture called cloudy hands. It's another rotating from the hips posture that's excellent for stimulating the circulation, and it's also good for calming the heart and the mind. Stagnation, whether it's phlegm getting stuck within the tissues of the body, and it's not just phlegm in the sinuses, right? It's all the tissues, or blood stagnating within your uterus. A very frantic mind can cause that problem. So turn to one side, bring one hand down that is pointing towards the side you're turned. The fingertips point down. The other hand is like in a big hug in front of you, the palms facing you. Inhale. Exhale, move from your hips and let your body float across to the other side. Switch your hands as you inhale. Exhale, turning from the hips. Turn all the way to the other side. This is called cloudy hands. Imagine your hands floating through fluffy white clouds. Imagine the hand that's by your heart, calming your heart, calming your mind, filling you with a sense of peace. And just as you flow through these motions, envision your blood, your energy flowing beautifully through your body. Your body is your partner, not your enemy. It's not something you fight. It is a partner with whom you work to reclaim your health. It's so cool, right? It has so much power. And when you partner with your body, the health will come faster. Inhale. Exhale, floating across. Inhale, exhale. And we'll do one more time each side. Last one. Great. We're going to do now a massage of the, starting at the navel and working our way out. If you have a problem with too much bleeding, where you've got your menstrual cycle is much longer and things are clotting and having too much flow, you're going to go counterclockwise. So you're going to go down first, then to the left, up and to the right. So go counterclockwise as you're looking down. If you're having problems with not enough menstrual activity, you're going months without it, or longer, and each woman's cycle is different. Some women have a 32, 35-day cycle, but if it's not normal for you, it's longer than what you usually have, you're going to go clockwise. So you're going to look down and say, okay, what is the direction if the clock was moving? So look for which direction. And we're going to start very small circles, so get it in your brain. When we go counterclockwise, we are holding in, and when we go clockwise, we're releasing down. So let's begin with a little massage just around the navel. And then make bigger circles, going a little bigger, and then bigger, going all the way down. Nice circles. Breathe softly in and out your nose and bring the circles back in. Getting smaller and smaller, back on the navel. We'll go out and in one more time. Bringing the circles out, really feeling that energy, and now bring them back in. Now bring one hand on the chest, the other hand on top, and sweep the energy down, about to your navel. Bring the hands back, like right about the ribs. Bring them back in and then down below the navel and out. Bring the hands up to the chest again, sweeping down right about the rib cage. Actually, sweep the hands back, bring them in and sweep down. We'll do that one more time, massaging down, coming back and in and down. Let's do a natural respiration. Inhale the hands up. Exhale down through center. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, down. Step your feet together and bring your hands right on what we call the lower dantian, lower energy center, which is behind and below the navel. Feet are together, close your eyes, and just let your body rock and sway. This lets the chi energy you just drew in and moved settle where it needs to go to really help heal your body. Rock and sway. Take one more deep abdominal breath. That means filling up your lower abdomen. Let it poof out as the diaphragm inflates. And as you exhale, squeeze in. Let's do that one more time, actually. Inhale. And exhale. Release your hands to your side. Flutter your eyes open. Well done. You've done great work for your body today. We'll see you next time.